What's up YouTube, it's Franklin from Do Humor and welcome to another video. And you know I was gonna make this video. Prankkids deck profile post March 2021. Yes, I still play the kids, man. It's a prank, bro. But I'm gonna keep playing it. And I still have I did a little bit of my tech on my version. I know that there is a pure one. Pure Prankkids that made it pretty high in the LCS, but I still feel like the Mystic Mind version is the way to go, and I'm gonna show you my version of it. I teched a little bit, added a little bit of different cards in it, but it's still a pretty viable, pretty fun deck, and it should definitely it makes a big impact in the deck in an amazing way. So let's start off. We do play Prankkids Fansies. Now Fansies is still the best prank kit out of all of them, which is a foolish for your spell cards or trap, and it lets you summon another body. Really good card. If the Colossus is still legal, we'd use Fansies into Colossus, which would be really interesting, but it is not, unfortunately. But this is the Playmaker. This is the card you want to search out first to get everything started. 3 dropsies. Basically does the same thing as Fansies in terms of summoning another Prankkids from your deck when it link summon or fusion summon, but this one you gain 1,000 life points, so it's pretty interesting. It does make totally awesome because it's a level 2 Aqua, which is really good to know. Sometimes you can make it in this build. Usually in the pure one you don't have the ability to make totally awesome until like later in the game. We do play 3 Lampsies. Lampsies does the same thing as all Prankkids, in which it summons another body, because if it was link summoned or fusion summoned, it does that. But its additional effect and unique effect, it burns for 500 to your opponent. It's really awesome as well. And then we do max out on every Prankkid available, which is the Roxy's. I know on the LCS they only put 2. However, I feel like 3 is the better choice. You max out on all of them because there are times where you don't see any Prankkid cards, surprisingly, and you do not want to lower your chances of seeing one opening hand, especially in this format where you want to go first most times than not with Dragon Link in the horizon. So definitely max out on Roxy's. It does make rank 4s as well, so it's pretty interesting. In this build I do not play a rank 4 because I have no space, but some people do still play with Abyss Dweller, so pretty awesome. Now for the hand traps, do play 3 Ash, standard, really good card, one of the better hand traps, generically good against a lot of decks. It hits almost any deck actually, but some decks get hit harder by this, especially Rogue. So definitely I keep it in the main. If I'm gonna opt for a hand trap, I always opt for the one that's generically good. And then we also play Nibiru because of Dragon Link and other combo decks that are running around in the format. So really awesome. That is it for the monsters of the deck. Now we're gonna go into the spells, and we're gonna start off with the field spell for Prankkids. Basically, it does a couple of things. When you activate it, you get to add a Prankkid monster to your hand, and once per turn, when you fusion summon, it gains 500. Well, all your monsters gain 500 attack, which is pretty awesome. That can chain link and prevent your opponents from ashing some of your plays like Rooster or other cards. So it's pretty awesome. To play that. We do play the terraforming for all the field spells we played, because we play 7 of them. And speaking of the next 3, Mystic Mind. Yes, we do play Mystic Mind because if it's not banned, I'm playing it. Scumbag says, you know, but Mystic Mind's really good, especially in this format with so many decks playing combo and so many decks summoning a bunch of Omni Negate monsters. If you Mystic Mind them, you can stall and burn them, and this deck is really good at that because you can stall enough to win by burning and gaining life points. So pretty interesting to play this deck with Mystic Mind. I feel like it's the best way. And then I still play the Fusion Recycling Plan. I know a lot of people are have their doubts about it, but you can make totally awesome because of Fusion Recycling Plan. Very easy. So yeah, I definitely play it. If I have the Mystic Mind or if I have the field spell going first and I need a fusion, I get the Fusion Recycling Plan. So interesting take. We do play 3 of the fusion because it's a quick play and it is the way you make Butler, which is the Regeki for the deck. We play Pranks because it recycles your graveyard for the deck, so it makes this deck viable long games. And then on to the money cards. 3 jobless because I don't want to have to deal with a lot of problems when I go second. or first because it still has a good imperm effect. We do play 3 talents just in case if they hand trap us, we can still draw into combo cards or instant fusion or something that will help us to combo off still. So really good. And then we do play, speaking of instant fusion, we play the 1 instant fusion because it's at 1. We play the 1 polymerization to search out what the fusion recycling plan. And we play the Monster Reborn just in case if they hand trap us, we can keep comboing off. That is it for the spells. And lastly, 1 trap, which is Prankkids Plan. There you go. It is really good. People don't see it coming. It recycles all your graveyard cards. So if you run out of gas, you can use this, and then it lowers your opponent's attack by the amount per each card by 100. So you can actually win a battle and win a game by just shuffling back all the cards with Prankkids Plan, replenishing your extra deck and your main deck of Prankkids, and then just destroying their monster that's attacking so they don't go into something like Zeus or something crazy. That is it for the main deck. Now on to the extra deck. We do play 2 Meow Meow. So Meow Meow, here you go. Basically made the deck viable because you can just link summon off of 1 Prankkid and get into Rooster with a 1-card combo basically. Really good. It also lets you use him as cost for some of your Prankkids effects. So use them with Butler, you get double Regeki basically. Really awesome. We do play 2 Bow Wow Barks for the mine effect, where you could just tribute it, get 2 cards, make Bow Wow, make Butler if you want with the fusion, then have no monsters on the field so that your opponent, after they commit, they have a monster, and mine prevents them from activating effects. Do play a Rooster to search out Prankkid cards. Really good. The generic searcher basically for the deck. And then we play 1 Unicorn because it can come up and it shuffles cards back in the deck, so it's really good. We do also play Access Code Talker for OTKs, and we play Roaring Rooster. I know a lot of people cut this out, but there's still control decks and random rogue decks that use a lot of control, and this card is basically a Harpy Feather Luster for Prankkids. On to the fusions, we do play 1 Weather Washer for direct attacks. It has the Armades effect as well to prevent them from activating spells and traps during the battle phase. And then we also play Rocket Ride, which is the Call of the Haunted for the deck. Summon 2 different Prankkids monsters that are fusion from the graveyard, and you know, you could just keep linking off into your cards or fusion them into this bad boy right here, which is Battling Boulder. Play 1 of him because you only need 1 to win. Usually you resolve Battling Boulder twice, you win the game because you just Regeki them twice and they don't have enough monsters to keep going. And then when it's your turn, you can just OTK them. On for the extra, the XYZs, we do play Totally Awesome because you can make them, and why not, an Omni Negate. And then Zeus because, yeah, it's really good because it's always fun taking opponent's XYZ card with triple attacks and attacking them in the battle phase, then putting on putting Zeus over them and seeing their shock. So that's why I play him. 15 cards in the extra deck, obviously, and then 40 in the main deck. That is it for the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed this Prankkids deck profile and are thinking about buying any of these cards, please use our TCG affiliated link in the description below. It does help out the channel and helps us make more decks and more interesting series for the channel. Also, hit the like button and subscribe to your boys in Dual Humor because we are pumping out good content every week and trying to make Yu-Gi-Oh! A more entertaining and fun game every day. Anyway, Franklin from Dual Humor out. Peace, guys.